welcome Boris Tsimerinov, Principal Investments and Operations with CIEL Capital. Thank you for being here.
Chandra, thank you very much for having me, and thanks to Mini Advisor for putting on such an outstanding international finance forum with all the foreign deal makers, investors, media outlets.
Oh, absolutely. You get to meet a lot of interesting people here, don't you?
Very much so.
Tell us a little bit about what you do at CIEL.
Absolutely. At CIEL, we are, Chandra, a private equity firm funded by several Canadian high net worth families. We hold 4 control positions at this point in Greater Toronto area businesses, in transportation, industrials, and then developed technology businesses. In addition to that, we also manage several minority positions for the same wealthy families, and we're looking to grow, make more platform investments, add-ons, and then a portion of my role is doing new transactions, new deals, and that is helping the existing businesses grow and develop through various special operations projects.
The U.S. has had a great relationship with Canada, and especially with regard to the energy sector, base metals, but there's much more to Canada than that.
No question, Chandra. We certainly have a delightful relationship with our U.S. cousins. U.S. is our biggest trading partner. As far as the Canadian economy, though, quite different, like you mentioned. A lot of focus on the natural resource sector.
Right.
However, what a lot of people don't realize, it's only about 6% of our employment, and about 12% as of 2012 of our economic output, which is down from, let's say, 20% in 2007, 2008. So yes, sizable portion of our GDP, but there are a lot of sectors outside of natural resources, outside of resources such as consumer products, industrials, technology, transportation, which are ripe for mergers and acquisitions activity.
So lots of great opportunities for
100%.
U.S. investors. What would you say is the major stumbling block when it comes to when U.S. companies try to do investments or mergers and acquisitions in Canada?
Chandra, I think it's neglecting some of the differences where some folks consider Canada as another almost state of the United States, but realistically, the markets do work differently enough for those sometimes small differences to be absolutely crucial and potentially create something as intricate as an acquisition transaction. And particularly, Canada is very much a relationship-based market, a smaller market. Everyone on the quote-unquote street knows everyone, understands everyone's reputation and track record. Debt financing functions slightly differently, is available on terms that are less aggressive than most U.S. financing from a smaller number of providers. And then there are also some slight but again important differences in the regulatory regime and some of the legal work that's required in the transaction.
Boris, thank you. You've really shed some light on some important things that investors need to think about before moving forward with their plans in Canada. So we appreciate you being with us today.
Pleasure,
Boris Tsimerinov with CIEL Capital. So remember that name. Thank you again.
I appreciate it.
It is my pleasure.